Saturday sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's an NFC West battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Los Angeles Rams.
To kick off for San Francisco.
And off we go from SoFi Stadium. This will make it into the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. A good rally to the football. Keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. Last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now this throw caught left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now back to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. There he goes right side. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. And that'll be incomplete. Cooper Kupp was his intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll run this with Akers. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. tying up this football game.
The extra point.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
Robbie Gould.
Deebo Samuel, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter.
14, Rams 7. Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's 2nd and 8.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now a pass caught by Zay Jones. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
He's going to field this at the 4. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. For a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, 49ers.
Touchdown.
Brandon Ayuk, his first touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, That meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 37-yard line.
Second and 11. And he caught by Cup. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 44-yard line. He's already topped his receiving output from a week ago, and we're just in the first quarter as that's a first down. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Here's a first down throw that's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now some movement before the snap. And we hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. In a heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. On first down, they go with Mostert again. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard.
He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. Second and 4. Back to throw. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Aaron Donald in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. third down. He'll drop to throw. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That third down conversion good for 23.
And a 49er first down.
They'll look to throw now on first down. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Options galore here. Second and a few inches. It is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money, in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
Goal with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. The tackle by Eric Armstead.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Here's 2nd and 8. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Cooper Kupp there, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And that is incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game, because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line.
Their own 21-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
10. 1st down, San Francisco.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
The ball carrier.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
gun now on third down. Able to hold it in is Kittle. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
On the stop was Aaron Donald.
4 yards. At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, and it's second down.
10-10.
Mostert. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sack back at the 29. Aaron Donald, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. And this one is right down the middle. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive. But they stiffened when they got close to the goal line. Made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And you're under a minute to go in the half, the first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. 30, past the 20, 10, touchdown, LA! Tyler Higbee, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, Valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
Will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They're going to look to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
A 3-yard gain.
This time they stay on the ground. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. This is Mostert. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Mostert, the ball carrier.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On play action, they'll throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking for Ayuk, and he's got him. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
First down, 49ers.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Here's Mostert, toss left side. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Mostert, the ball
up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, They also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, first down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. This is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Gold to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
38, Rams 14. Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
On first down, they'll start out with Akers. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
23,
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll go again here with Akers.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Able to get there and pick it. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 32-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
2 yards.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
To the 10, and he's hauled away down to the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
Well, I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little tap pass, it goes for good yardage, a little something extra in his repertoire.
He'll look to throw. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. They'll run with Mostert, and he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Niners 45, Rams 14.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
5-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 down at the 39. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down at the 38. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 38. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Zay Jones was the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Second down, this time complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 14. 25 yards there on the catch and run. has a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll run a draw now with Akers. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
2nd and 6 from the 10. Going right back to Akers. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football. Frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. As they fail here on 4th down. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why did you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This will be 3rd and 5. Some breathing room. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Now left side on the swing pass. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it, Brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. That's out to the left and complete. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again.
A gain of 7. First down, 49ers. Today's final score.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking.